All right. Hello, hello, and welcome to another Super Metroid 80% race. The 80% Speed Gaming Live 2021 tournament. My name is Papa Schmo, and with us today we have BFrobber and Imyt going at it head to head. This should be a great race in store for us. We've got two awesome runners, and we're gonna see. We are guaranteed to see some good stuff tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the gate for these racers here. They've been kind of sitting and waiting a little bit, but they look ready, raring to go. As you can see by Imyt's solid face cam right there. He's got Baby Metroid in the back. It's just focus. Look at that focus on his face, man. Ready to go. So the race has officially started. Here in a second, we should see these runners kick it off. BFrobber just showing us that Japanese text, um, just for good measure. Hopefully, it gets on the start game. As there we go. All right, here we go. Yeah, welcome everybody in chat. Welcome. Thanks to the Respawn team. This was something that was kind of last second, so that's why it took a little bit of extra minutes to get up and running. Everything looks awesome, and um, and yeah, uh, I'm excited. I hope everybody else is as well. Here we go. So, we're gonna start our day off, our night off at Ceres Station here. Nice station. You know, you have to go to a station. It's as good as any, except it is prone to explosions and scientists are taking naps. But other than that, great station. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna see Ridley for the first time. I don't know what kind of viewers we have here. I'm sure we've got some speedrunning fans, some Super Metroid fans, but just in case there's anybody in here that doesn't know anything about Super Metroid, I'll be explaining a couple things as we go along. Just shoot me questions in chat if you have them, and I'll be happy to answer as many as I can. So we are gonna make our way out of series here. It's about to blow up. We only got 55 seconds. We are going to bolt. The stairs room can be very, very trolly. Looks like it gave BFrobber not too much. Both runners got a little bit steam going in there. BFrobber with a nice D boost and is going to pull this out with a 46.23. Very, very nice time. Imyt coming out with I think a high 44. Really, really respectable times. Nice to see a 46 as in there as well. You love to see it. I think the world record currently is a 47.55, recently set by Ruya, so that is not far off from world record pace on it there. All right, a little information dump, a little data for these runners here. BFrobber, unless I don't know something, the quickest time for 80% for BFrobber is a 47.26, and that is a KPDR. So he's going to do Kraid first, Vantoon, Dragon, and Ridley, also known as Old Route. And Imyt, on the other hand, is, PB is a 42.51. So that's almost a 5-minute difference there, and it's a totally different route. It's the Fantoon first, Ridley, Kraid, and then Dragon. Done optimally is definitely a faster route, but it is also more of a difficult and can be dangerous route. than old routes. So we're going to see on your right with Imyt, you'll see the new route, and then left on BFrobber, you'll see the old route there. It'll be cool to see how these runners tackle different areas with different items, and see how they handle each other's routes. Cat Jams in the chat, you gotta have them. Can't not have Cat Jam. Let's be honest. Someone pointing out good old Moonfall in the chat. Yes, Moonfall is a way for Samus to uncap the max amount of speed that Samus is allowed to fall. You do it with a series of button presses using the Moonfall mechanic, or I'm sorry, the Moonwalk mechanic, as it is described in the settings at the beginning of the game. And especially in this climb room here, it saves a good couple seconds easy. There's a bunch of runners who use it, some runners who don't. But over the course of a run, and depending on what category you're doing it, it can save, you know, up to double digit seconds there, which is pretty nice. And it looks pretty awesome. Coming into Bomb Terizo, we got our Morph Ball, we got our missiles, and we need our bombs to progress further in the game. Got Imyt using that pixel perfect spot on the right side. BFrobber deciding to do a little roll towards the BT. Said, "Hey, you don't intimidate me. Step back." Either strategy is good to go. Looks like they are exiting the doors at almost the exact same frame. You'd love to see it. The sync is always just a beautiful thing. This trick here, called the Alcatraz, aptly named because like you don't even expect to be able to get out of there doing those wall jumps when you first see it. Like if you've never seen that done, you're like, no, you can't get out of there. That's impossible. There's no way. Which is what they thought Alcatraz was until some people escaped there. So I think it's pretty appropriate. So here you're going to see the first deviation between the two routes. You're going to see on your left side old route, and BFrobber is just saying, I don't care about you pirates, I'm going to run through you, I'm going to tank the damage. But Imyt, on the other hand, missiled through the pirates to conserve the energy. So we got left side 39 energy, right side 99, or sorry, 139 and then 199. Imyt wants to save that energy because he will be going to a different route that's going to require that he take the least amount of damage as possible. It's just going to be going into a part of the game with a whole lot less resources, and it's just a little bit more dangerous. So he wants to say, yo, I want my health. Please, yes, please. We have a record 7 Cat Jam spam in chat here. Let's see if we can get the Cat Jam train continuing on. I think the Guinness Book of World Records is set at 48 Cat Jams in a row. So let's see what we can do. It has to be different people though. It can't be the same person just spamming it over and over again. So we got some work ahead to, yeah, there we go. All right, we're up to 8. Nice down back from Imyt there. Downbacks are kind of a tricky thing, but they allow you to save the pain and anguish that comes with bonking a platform. You just, maybe you lose a half a second to a second, but it just feels like you're now 10 seconds behind because you bonked a platform. So when you get the little down back and you don't even touch the platform, it feels good. It saves a little tiny bit of time, but it's better for the morale for sure. and it looks cool. I judge everything in this game by whether or not, on a scale of kind of cool to whoa, that was cool. That's pretty much how I play this game. It shows in my speed running too. I went after the super fancy tricks before going after making my movement good, just because it looks so cool. And here, so yes, this is the much bigger route deviations going on here. We've got BFrobber on the left, went down Red Tower, and Imyt went up Red Tower. It's going to say, "Get my power bombs, please," so that I can get into the door to Fantoon. That nice shiny orange sunsetty door color that you need power bombs for. Meanwhile, BFrobber says, "I'm gonna go say what up to Kraid." Nice little dodge on the enemies there, and then a shot down and a kind of little quick drop through that block as he's shooting through it. Coming into Kraid, you definitely want to save as much health as possible. We're gonna get a CWJ attempt on Imyt's side. Falls in the mode a little bit. This is definitely one of the big barriers when people first start running new route. Unfortunately, BFrobber getting the first super just a hair too early, and Kraid didn't like it and said, "No, I'm going to close my mouth." But very, very nice cleanup. Doesn't have to feel too shaken about that. That was a very fast recovery. Meanwhile, I'm focused on that, and it looked like Imyt got the horizontal bomb jump. If I had to guess, I didn't see it happen, but I saw they landed on the platform. And if you don't get the CWJ, your backup is the horizontal bomb jump, which is just a really cool trick. And getting that one takes a little bit of knowledge of how Samus is propelled in a morph ball next to a bomb. It's a little different than you probably think it is if you've never done it before. So, GG's to Imyt for making that look easy. I agree, Hefe. Swag does matter. Let's see what kind of swag Imyt has for Fantoon today. Oh, that's some swag. I don't know how many missiles was in that Doppler, but that was swaggy for sure. Oh, so that's my dog barking at me and may potentially need to go out right away. Her name is Leia, named after the princess. GG's on the Fantoon fight. Imyt, thank you for the 5,000 missile Doppler there. That was a lot of fun. Give me about 15 seconds. I apologize. I'm going to go let this dog outside. And we're back, picking up the high jump boot missiles. And BFrobber are going to make their way into the depths of Upper Norfair. Imyt going into the attic. Doesn't have speed booster here. If you're used to old route, you like the swaggy strat where you just spark across the top here. Has to be a little more conservative and precise with the movements to get through that room. without the speed booster. Also has to be very conscious about health going into bowling. Is obviously set here. It's got 199 energy. Doesn't have to worry too much, but it's definitely something to make sure that you go into these rooms with the right amount of health. Otherwise, you get caught with these spikes too many times, one too many times, and that's it. So it looks like my night is turning into a comedy of errors here. Um, my wife now needs help with my son. Oddly enough, his name is Ridley, named after the boss we will soon see here. But I'm gonna go see what's going on with Ridley, and hopefully I will be back very soon. Many apologies, but I'm sure these runners will have you very entertained with the displays that they've already put on here so far. So hopefully talk to you guys in a few moments. Alright folks, I'm just popping in to say good luck to these runners, and a thank you to everybody who set this up. I am not going to be able to finish this commentary, unfortunately. My son is currently in my arms and is in some pretty heavy distress, and I'm pretty sure this is going to last for a while. um, so enjoy the race. I'll have to come back and watch the end of this at some point. But cheer these runners on. Thanks again for SpeedGaming for allowing me to attempt to try to cover this on comms. And yeah, good luck. Have fun all. Be good and have a great night. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Papa Schmo, for doing the best you can here. But you know, family comes first. And hello, everyone. My name is Eddie. I'm here to take over the casting. So here we go. We have Imyt on the way over to Dragon, and we have BFrobber entering LN. Was watching this earlier, so was able to, you know, I am up to date. Ooh, BFrobber sparking into the ceiling. Opting not to reset the room, we'll just go ahead and use those 2 power bombs to finish off this room. Now, let's see. The hardest tech that he's going to have to remember is to not use that extra power bomb entering that Key Hunter shaft, going into the Metal Pirates room. Now, let's see. We have Imyt attempting the Rain Dance. Or, yes, the Rain Dance power bomb strat, and I think that was a decent hit. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see if this 2-round can happen right here. Okay. No, not quite. Dragon not going down here. Dragon has to probably only have a few health left. Oh, okay. Giving Dragon the boop on the nose and getting that blue suit and getting the spite suit. Okay, let's go. Okay, BFrobber doing the hardest tech in the game, remembering not to use the power bomb right there, instead doing the bomb spread. The reason is you need that power bomb to open this door, and you need the power bombs to open up the blocks in the next room over. And there we have Imyt just spike shooting right across the Coliseum, not having to slog across that room like you'd have to do if you failed everything else there. But yeah, so right now it definitely looks like Imyt has a pretty sizable advantage. It's a little bit hard to tell when you're doing old route versus new route, but Imyt is heading over to G4, has all the bosses down, and BFrobber still has to complete that Ridley fight. Now, if they were in the same spot and they entered G4 at the same time, that would actually imply that BFrobber has a massive advantage. So you can expect BFrobber to be behind distance-wise for a little bit, but right now it's looking Yeah, it's looking like Imyt has a pretty healthy lead here. BFrobber starting up this Ridley fight. 20 charge shots to the face will finish Ridley off. And we have Imyt opting to farm some of these bugs. This is kind of the last spot that you're able to farm prior to entering Turian. So Imyt definitely wanting to be a little bit more conservative here. That's not the kind of farming that he would do if he was on PV pace, but to ensure the victory in this race, he's going to have to make sure that he has the resources in Turian to take the game. And this is the last, reasonable spot to do that. All right, BFrobber taking care of Ridley. Short work. That plasma beam combo is just ridiculously overpowered. And we have the LN escape from BFrobber. And join with me on comms is Kip. Kip, how you doing?
Hey Eddie, you beat me to it, man. I was gonna hop in and try to help out, and you were too quick on the draw, man.
Well, now we have 2 comms.
yeah. So this is a cool race, though. Imyt, obviously, as you know, we've been talking about in chat and on the comms, great player, new route runner, and BFrobber's having a real nice old route run too.
Yeah, absolutely. BFrobber, primarily known, I think, for being a task monster. Likes to do a bunch of task rooms, has shown me that you can get construction zone up in about 2 seconds as opposed to 2 seconds and 38 frames or whatnot. But yeah,
Imyt looks like he's cruising here. He's got 4 tanks. So, barring some kind of catastrophic situation, we have seen people get double hit by catch-up before on runs like this, but very unlikely. So as long as he kind of does his thing, he should be cruising to victory here.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Frobber taking a hit there. It's not as dangerous in old route because you can shoot the 3 musketeers and take care of them. But that being said, you still got to be a little bit careful. Can't just needlessly take some damage. He would get killed if you got 2 hits from the 3 musketeers here.
For sure, and luckily, since this is old route, he's got the full beam combo. Hopefully, he'll just shoot him. Which I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, Eddie. It's been a long time since I've run new route, old route competitively. I think the fastest strat in that room is actually to kill him a specific way. I just don't know exactly what it is.
I think it's the 2 beam shot. We actually saw that in the Soldiers Verstachio match the other day that was running the same time as your match, actually. And I think it's about even, or maybe a little bit faster. The times I've run KPDR, I've opted not to do that just because, the new route strat is something I'm kind of a little more comfortable with. But yeah, you can absolutely kill him. It's probably the fastest strat.
Imyt, that was some decent drops. I was gonna say Imyt's kind of getting trolled with the drops here, but he got a pretty good spread on that last one. Hopefully he can just use regular missiles here. Okay, yeah, he's in great shape.
Yep, coming out with the max resources. He's in great shape for the rest of this Turian.
But yeah, it's pretty remarkable the impact that Plasma has. Just way different lower Norfair, both in and out. Just way safer. There have been times even in Rando where I've literally been like, yeah, I don't want to go to lower Norfair yet. And then I find Plasma and I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, absolutely. Just being able to kill everything in like a reasonable amount of time is definitely probably one of the nicest things that you could do in lower Norfair. But yeah, even even for like the Mother Brain fight, Ridley fight, as opposed to Mother Brain 60 charge shots, as opposed to or 20 charge shots as opposed to 60. Pretty significant time difference.
Definitely. Imyt had a great baby skip right there. Nicely done. Was never in jeopardy there. And then Beefy over here going to exit Meridia for the last time. He accidentally fell down fish tank, and I think everybody has experienced that multiple times. That fish at the top, when you fall down one time, it like cycles over and gets right in your way. It's really annoying.
There's definitely it's definitely interesting. There's a lot of rooms where you're kind of there's sort of like a time lock on the movement of the enemies. In a lot of rooms, some of the monsters don't move until you actually see them on screen. But that fish is one of the ones that kind of move on a global timer the moment that you enter the room.
That's true. Also, you know what? Someone in chat can probably correct me on this, but I actually think that it's creature specific, because I think in some rooms you have both, and so one creature will be moving off screen and then another one won't. Like Main Street, I think the crabs don't move until you. Nah, I take that back. I can't remember. No, forget what I just said.
The main one would be the in early supers. There's that one waiver at the very end that starts moving the moment that you see it, but the other ones are kind of on that global timer, and you know it's really tricky to get that deboost because of it.
I think I said it backwards. I want to say the crabs move globally, but the fish don't. But anyway, something. But Beefy coming in on G4 here. Imyt's doing his 60-shot Mother Brain 2 fight. He's looking good right now.
Absolutely. Imyt did take a save a little bit ago. That being said, even if he has to reload, that only really protects him in the instance that, you know, BFrobber, you know, gets soft locked or something like that, or dies himself. But, you know, if Imyt were to die right here, it's definitely, it's not like he's going to win the race just because of that save. Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's a great point. Oh no.
Still has 19 HP. That's the power of 4 tank.
Yes, and I'm really glad. I mean, obviously, you know, I never want to see anything bad happen to any runner, but I'm really glad that did not double hit. He needs to be really careful here. Okay, he's good.
Okay, yeah, I feel like when Mother Brain's in that catch-up phase and does things that are not the catch-up, it can get a little bit scary, just because the mix-up can happen and you just get blasted. The catch-up, repeated catch-up, so it's a little bit more predictable. You can just kind of wait for it and jump, but yeah, getting tagged by a catch-up and living to see the rest of this run.
Yeah, great job by him. And also, very nice Metroid Room 1 by BFrobber there. I really like that. It's always cool to see people utilize the space jump in their strats.
I'm going to have to let you know, Kip, that BFrobber challenged me to beat his Metroid runtime, and it took me like an entire day of grinding it just to beat that room time.
I probably couldn't beat it. I don't really have very good Metroid rooms. In fact, he just did a really sick Metroid Room 3. He almost made the ledge. I know that's probably the standard strat for Old Route, but man, I've never been able to do that strat.
Absolutely, BFrobber definitely has some of those mechanics to boot. Very strong runner overall, but Imyt definitely in a pretty heavy lead, and it looks like he's going to maintain that unless something very catastrophic were to happen.
Yeah, we're entering the sort of the realm of, if we're being realistic, the only thing that can probably stop him at this point is like a power outage. And I say that not to mean, we've actually had that happen before. So no. I hope that it doesn't happen, obviously, but technically it is on the table. Great baby skip by BFrobber.
BFrobber absolutely putting up a clinic in this Turian, but we have Imyt taking care of that Mother Brain 3 fight. Eating a few onion rings there, but that's all good.
Imyt was having a really nice Mother Brain 3, and then she kind of gave him a funky onion ring, which there's not much he can do about that. Sometimes she just gets you in a weird position with, like, if she hits you with something, kind of knocks you out of rhythm. But he cleaned it up nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely one of those fights where you actually have to do a lot of improv, just depending on what Mother Brain decides to shoot at you. BFrobber getting a super eaten there, but that's the power of 2010 right there.
Yeah, he's good. All right, Imyt gonna escape here.
What do you think are the odds that Imyt decides to save the animals today?
Oh Lord, I hope there's 0. But
I would venture to say it's less than 0. But you know, I don't know what's higher, the odds of a power outage, the odds of Imyt saving the animals.
I'm just gonna let you know I'm personally not a fan of it. Obviously, everybody's got to live their life the way they think they need to, but I'm not a big fan of it. Hopefully, Imyt doesn't do it. We'll see.
Okay. All right. BFrobber just dodging that catch-up. Grazing Samus's head right there. Imyt getting that spark up there, no problem.
Yeah, he's gonna very easily secure a 44 here. Oh no!
Oh no!
I spoke way too soon.
Oh no! Quick, someone pull the plug on Imyt's computer. We can't be seen doing this. Oh, he's not doing it. Okay, all right, okay. All right, okay.
I can approve of
go.
that.
All right.
But now he gets punished because he either gets the high jump boot, Alcatraz, or he gets the regular bomb. Those blocks only get broken in advance if you save the animal.
Honestly, Imyt only pretty much runs 100% or any percent. I don't even know if he knew that there were blocks there in the first place. But all right, we have Imyt landing on the ship and finishing with an official racetime.gg time of 45 minutes and 23 seconds in first place. GG to Imyt. Yeah,
nicely done. GG Imyt. And he was coming off a really big race against Z Music. Like, I remember watching it. I can't remember what all happened, but obviously that was a great race because Imyt and Z are both fantastic runners. And I know Z, even though Z got knocked in the losers bracket on that one, it would not shock me at all to see him run the table. I mean, we just got several guys who are really good. So,
oh yeah, absolutely not.
We'll see more of him too.
Spoilers on that race, but Imyt versus Z Music, that run was pretty neck and neck. Imyt was behind probably about 20 seconds or so, but pretty much made it all up in the Laurel Warfare. And Z Music unfortunately died to Ridley because of the just Ridley was giving kind of unlucky patterns. I think Ridley was actually dead and Z had one shot left and got hit by that claw.
That's right. I remember that now that you say it. Yeah, Ridley can go off the rails for anybody pretty much. Pretty fast.
Pretty much, yeah. The bosses in this game, honestly, no joke. I mean, even when you're just starting out, even something that looks relatively simple, you know, that's actually not that easy if you're a new player trying to learn that kill. It does take a little bit of time to learn something like that. So nothing in Super Metroid is free.
Yeah, but congrats to Imyt, and hopefully he'll be coming in here shortly for an interview.
Absolutely. And while we wait on that, we have BFrobber finishing up the escape. Looks like he'll be getting a pretty good time for Old Route. And with us, we have Imyt.
Yo, what's up? Oh, Kip's in here too.
Hey, what's up, Imyt? Congrats.
Isn't Papa Schmo at all. Thanks for the congrats. Man, this game's tough. This game's tough. I had Rocky. I was actually watching the stream, Frobber's stream, and at the start, I'm like, man, Frobber is like actually way ahead of me. Thank God I'm about to cheat with New Route.
Yeah, Frobber was definitely gaming a little bit early on. Just finishing up this escape. Yeah, Imyt, I saw that. Were you listening to the restream a little bit? We saw that we were talking about the odds of you potentially saving the animals.
Okay, the only reason is because I rewatched my match versus Z, and you and Freya's were talking about it. So I was like, all right, I'm hitting them with the psych out. No, and I was actually trying to short charge to like do something cool, and I'm like, all right, well, I can't even short charge, so I'm just gonna crab walk over to the door and shoot it, and just be an idiot, and then walk out.
Well, Imyt, I've got a quick question for you. First off, GG to BFrobber. Great time there for Old Route and a great race. But Imyt, you know, I say this as nicely as possible, but you and I share something really in common today. We both had pretty rough Mother Brain 2 fight. So,
dude, honestly,
tell me what you were thinking when you accidentally got popped by that red beam, because that was pretty scary.
Yeah, I instantly thought, the first thought that came to my head, well, two thoughts came to my head. I was like, well, I'm glad I saved, and two, thank God I grabbed the E-Tank after Ridley, because I actually had some dicey Ridley escape anyways. But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea why that catch-up caught me so off guard. I don't know if you saw, I had like a physical reaction. I actually haven't been hit by a catch up in so long. So it's actually like a reality check.
Yeah, the way it looked to me was it almost looked like it just like you had not moved or even thought that it was coming at all. Like you were just standing there, right? So when I first saw it, I was like, oh, he probably didn't realize where he was. But that happens actually pretty frequently. So
yeah, it's scary, you know. And then even after that, after I started thinking about it, I was like, oh man, like if I'm racing Kip Links and, you know, like runners who are better than me and stuff, like I gotta just go I can't take any safeties. Like I gotta go all out. So clearly I can't let that happen, you know, again. Even my Mother Brain 3 fight was like questionable.
well, and she kind of trolled you a little bit with
Right.
I think one or two of those onion rings. But I thought you had a really solid run overall. I mean, you know, like you said earlier, I think sometimes people don't. I think sometimes maybe people in the audience that don't run as much don't realize like how razor thin new route can be in terms of time. Like literally just being slightly off in a few areas can really balloon your time. So, you know, the difference between a 42 and like a 44 is really not that great in my opinion.
Right. I mean, yeah, for sure. I totally agree with that. Especially if you start feeling like, I guess for me, if I start doubting some of my movement, like there's a few times where I just like couldn't get a spin jump. I think I kept doing like a regular jump and I was like, oof, like, and then I was almost feeling locked out of my movement. And as you get, you know, the top times in this game, I was talking about this on stream the other day, if you like miss even just a jump, it actually costs seconds. And if you keep missing jumps, like that's going to cost you a lot of time, and you can't do that in these tense situations. Like I said, I mean, well, Kip doesn't know what I'm talking about because this guy's like never more than a single digit off when he's doing runs. Him and Lynx are like, huh? What are you talking about? You messed up jumping? Like what? But yeah.
I've never done something like that ever.
Yeah, Kip's never made a mistake before in his life, actually, especially in Super Metroid. No, but I mean, I guess I I don't necessarily plan for this, but I'm pretty high variance. I'll have runs like this, even normally, like while I'm normally doing runs, I'm pretty high variance. And like, I've had runs recently where I was like minus 30 or 40 going to G4, which is crazy. And then I'll have, runs like this, but I definitely aspire to get more consistent, which definitely I think helps for races, right? Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Consistency, it seems really key for races, and that's something I definitely got to work on.
Absolutely. All right.
But yeah, you guys got any more questions for me? Or?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Imyt, you have any last words for your fans over here at SpeedGaming? You know,
My
fans
fans.
of new stream. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of fans.
sorry to all my SM viewers for all the dread, and sorry to the dread homies for the SM races. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for casting this. I'm excited to watch it back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah, GG, Imyt, great job, man. Have a great night.
Thank you. Late.
GG.
Eddie, before we head out of here, I don't know if BFrobber's going to come in, but I just want to take one moment. I hope everybody out there in the chat, if you're still around, y'all need to show some love to Eddie here, because Eddie is the sole organizer for this 80% tournament. He's been doing a great job. And as you already know, it's pretty complicated to get a whole bunch of people to try to do, stuff at the same time. You're doing a fantastic job. So I just want to say thank you, not only for me, but the rest of the runners and the viewers. We really appreciate the content.
Absolutely, Kip. Thank you so much for the kind words. I really appreciate it, especially coming from you, the organizer, one of the organizers for the Super Metroid Rando tournament for SGLIVE 2021 as well. But also, I referred to you as a forefront of the Super Metroid community, running a lot of different things. So you know what? Absolutely appreciate those words coming from you. Thank you so much, Kip.
Yeah, thank you. And thanks for letting me join you. And I'll let you have the final word here. Good night, everybody.
Okay, absolutely. So that about does it for this race. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to this great match, BFrobber versus Imyt. BFrobber is not knocked out, still in the losers bracket. Spoiler alert, we'll be playing me next in the losers bracket. So when that match happens, hope you guys can tune in. But yeah, Imyt will be going on to be playing Nevdi in the winners quarterfinal. So that's going to be a great one. Both excellent new route runners, obviously. Super excited. But yeah, and that about does it. Thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys can tune into the next one. And that's it for today. And see you next mission.